What is going on, everybody? Welcome back for a special edition of Nemesis playoff action. It's Saturday Night Rocket League. It's back in business here. I'm Rocker Man, back in the booth, joined by a living, moving Jaegers this time. Jaegers, how you doing tonight?
It's good. I was a little paralyzed last night, but we're back at it and we're ready for some early Saturday Rocket League.
Yes, sir. It's almost Saturday Night Rocket League. I mean, it's like the evening now. It's 5 p.m. in the Central Time Zone and 6 p.m. on the East Coast. So we'll take some evening Rocket League. It's Saturday night basically, so it should be fun. But yeah, we've got a banger match lined up here, Jaegers, as we are heading to the Titan League. Number 1 Godfathers taking on number 8 Venganza. What are you looking forward to in this one?
Yeah, I mean normally number 8 versus 1 matchups aren't too good, but I really think we have a certified banger on our hands, Austin. The 1 seed played well all season, Godfathers. But on the flip side, I mean, Venganza has the number 2 overall draft pick in Rin and Kratos, who's been around for a while. So there's a bunch of big names on both of these teams. So it should be a really good game.
It definitely should be a good one. And well, I'm gonna pull up the bracket real quick. Jaegers, you can kind of run us through this one as we're gonna have to remake this lobby real quick. But the Titan League, it has been a little bit interesting. We've had some intriguing matchups to say the very least here in the play-in tournament and then the first round.
Yeah, and I mean, Venganza making their way through the play-in bracket with a 3-0 over Grandmasters, the team that won it all last season. And then they find themselves here. And Dragons on the flip side beating Venganza, the team we're seeing tonight. They lost earlier to the Bananas in that 7-2 matchup. It went all the way to game number 7, though. And Gravity made their way to the second round semifinals. So this is the first of 2 Titan round matches tonight with Inferno and Nebula playing a little bit later on tonight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And it should be a good one. You gotta back out of the lobby real quick, Jaeger, so I can
Oh,
create a new one. Teams were not happy with that the ping in the first one, but we'll get them a good lobby. We'll get some good fair Rocket League action for everybody. As yeah, it should definitely be a good one. I've heard a lot of talk about this one, Jaegers. This one is on my upset watch here. I've been kind of preaching. I think I put it in my actual bracket prediction, but this is my upset watch because Venganza, they made it through the play-in tournament. They lost their first one, but that was without their star player Ren. But now they got him back. They swept Grandmasters in that play-in tournament, and now they're here against Godfathers, who were tied at the Bananas for the best record in the regular season. And the Titan League, it has been so close all season long that I think an upset is definitely possible here.
yeah, Austin, possible, not likely. The 1 seed's a 1 seed for a reason. I do see it being a really close series, but I do see the Godfathers taking this one.
Well, we are gonna have to see here as it looks like we got him joined on up in the lobby. Last chance to get your predictions in. Let's get these players rolling here. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Venganza here on the upset, but we will have to see as it's bound to be a good one here in the Titan League. And this is the first match for Saturday Night Rocket League here. We always love Saturday Night Rocket League, the Nemesis OG there. As it looks like we are ready to get things going here, folks. As players are in the lobby, let's get things underway. Number 1 Godfathers in the red with Chris, Lionad, and Logan. And then on the Venganza side, LK, Kratos, and Ren. And Jaegers, I mentioned Ren as my player to watch out for here. With he's just a star-studded 2000 MMR player. But who else are you looking forward to in this matchup on both these teams?
On the flip side, I'm looking at Logan. He's been in the league for a while. He made his way through Rival League. Played a lot with my good friend Magic Pepperoni. And he's just been around, and it's really interesting to see him popping off on the number 1 seed. And obviously Kratos, he's also been around for a while. Played against him back in season 6, I'd like to say. But the Ren, the man you were talking about earlier, just gonna have a nice little double tap there.
Yeah, Ren gonna put it in the back of the net, and I mean this is just too easy for a guy like Ren, just allowing nobody on the backboard, allowing that double tap, and Venganza gonna start things out strong with the first goal, and we'll see if they are able to carry it over as things move on. As Kratos, he's up there off the backboard. And Kray trying to drop it down, but got that one a little bit far. As he is definitely someone to watch out for. I think it's that duo of Kratos and Ren that is going to be scary to watch out for. Is this one fired towards the net? Just going to be saved away. Logan with a good jump on that one. And, you know, to be honest, Jaegers, I haven't seen too much of the Godfathers this season, so I'm very curious to see, you know, how Chris and Linad play. Obviously, you talked about Logan, otherwise known as Living Like Larry in the past, so a lot of people from Nemesis will recognize him. But it's going to be about these other two players. How do they fit in to this lineup? As this one's fired at the net, it's going to go off the post, but going to be saved away.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see what the Godfather's play style is. Like, are they super aggressive? Are they more passive and play counterattacks? I'm really not sure. On the flip side, it looks like Venganza are really taking it to them, starting this match off really high octane, and not giving Godfathers any room to breathe.
Yeah, definitely so. And this one fired off the back. Here comes Kratos looking for the shot, and it's something we've noted all this first round, Jaegers. I got to bring it up again just because I feel like it's such an important point to talk about, is that Venganza, they had their run through the play-in tournament, so they've already got some postseason games under the belt recently, and Godfathers, they haven't played an actual league play match for Nemesis in a couple weeks.
Yeah, no, it's kind of one of the big downfalls of the play-in tournament, just because the actual playoff teams haven't really had a chance to like be used to the I guess the gameplay and speed of Nemesis matches. You can kind of simulate it with scrimmages or not really playing ranked as much, but there's really nothing like the real deal.
Yeah, definitely so. There's nothing like the playoffs here in Nemesis. These two teams trying to lock in, as Venganza still holding on to that early 1-0 lead off the double tap from Ren. This one's set up again. Ren taking it down the pitch. That one's going to be punched to the corner. LK going to snag the boost as Kratos going to come in, send this one off the side. LK trying to drop it down. Not going to be able to put that one on net as it's cleared back. Ren up in the air trying to find a pass in the midfield. Two Godfathers are going to jump for that one as it's in the corner. And this one, demo attempt. Kratos going to be able to get it away. As Linad going to try to take a low 50 here. Going to get it by one. Trying to 50 a second. That one actually going to bump into LK off the 50. This one off to the side. Pop it up in the midfield. Could be a dangerous ball. Kratos not quite able to get to it. Chris going to send it back with Ren. Sending back for this one. Going to find that double tap. Able to clear it away. As Godfathers still looking for something here. And honestly, Jaegers, after that first goal, it's kind of been... Both these teams have kind of been playing it very even.
Well, you know, Ren almost gets a nice double tap there. I feel like any time that man touches the ball in midair, it's always going to be a dangerous play. And so far, with the exception of that first goal, the Godfathers have been doing a very good job stopping it. But hold on, Kratos just gonna have a shot at an empty net, and he's gonna take that every day of the week.
Ooh, yeah, and that one, Linad tried to get the second touch. It didn't quite go through, and Kratos gonna make him pay for that one, and Venganza capitalized it. But yeah, before that play right there, their defense was pretty solid, as they're gonna find one right back there. They're gonna put in Linad, sending it in.
Yeah, I mean, Linad's just gonna take us right where we were 5 seconds ago. Full, little bit of a time reset, you know, down by one again. And with 50 seconds left, it's still anyone's game.
Yeah, definitely so here, as they find one off the kickoff. Gonna look for a second one. This Linad gonna be 50'd out by LK. LK trying to stay with it. This ball gonna be popped up. LK jumping for this one, sending it down. Kratos is looking for the bump, but Chris able to send it off to the side. As Ren up to the ceiling, taking on this one, but Chris can read it off the backboard. As now we're under 30 seconds remaining here. Godfathers got to put the pressure on if they're going to want to win this game. One opportunity, 2-on-1. Ren versus Chris, and Chris is going to body it into the net.
Yeah, that's just a case of weight room, Austin. Like, Chris took possession, put Ren in an awkward spot, and just barreled through him, tying up this game with 20 seconds left.
Yeah, a huge 50 coming through, and Chris playing that perfectly, knowing he has the option, pass in the midfield. Instead, goes for the 50, and Ren just couldn't do nothing but try to get in the way there. Is this one awkward ball sent towards the net, but okay. He's gonna make a touch off to the side. It's Ren now, taking it up, but Linad all over that one. This ball popping up high. Chris thought about that one. Is this one dangerous? All of Venganza goes. Can LK get back? He can, and Logan's gonna put it in. And Godfathers come back to take the lead with 3 seconds left.
And just a little bit of a double commit there, Austin. LK didn't have enough boost to get back to it. And Logan just had an open net to shoot at. All he had to do was put it a little bit out of reach of LK. And he did well. Hold on, this ball could be going in, but Logan going to save it away, keep his team on top. And I can't help but feel like the Godfather stolen away from Venganza there.
Jaegers, this reminds me exactly of the Novice League. And, not because, not the skill level necessarily, but the exact same game 1 happened in that one. Ignite versus Wisps. Not quite the exact same, but it looked like, the same thing as this one. In that Novice game, the Ignite squad, the 8 seed, they were dominating most of the time. And then the Wisps just snuck away with a game 1 win at the very end. And the same sort of deal kind of happened here, where it seemed like Godfather just kind of stole it.
Yeah, no, I wasn't able to watch that game, the early matches of that game, but I do know Wisps were able to come. That's such a weird name to say. We're able to come back from a 3-1 down, if I wasn't mistaken, winning game 7. So if this is any indicator, probably isn't, but this one could be going the distance.
Yeah, it definitely could be going the distance. We'll have to see. And yeah, in that matchup, Ignite went on to win the next 3. So we'll have to see if Venganza is up to the task here after a game where it looked like they should have won. They're going to come right back off the kickoff 2 seconds in, and Ren puts her home.
I mean, that's a way to come back. 2 seconds into the game, Ren just have a nice kickoff and a little bit quicker than Chris to the ball. And that's probably one of the fastest opening goal I've seen, at least in a hot minute.
Yeah, definitely. So 2 seconds in a playoff match here, that's pretty much as close as you can get. Maybe you could score in 1 second, but you'd have to have an insane pinch. I don't even know if that's possible. Jaegers to score in 1 second. I mean, maybe it is with 1 second in there. That's LK gonna make a nice squishy save there. Gonna block that one off as Ren couldn't quite get that touch. Logan towards the net. Ren now taking up to the air, looking for the flip reset. Gonna find it, trying to find a dunk through Linad. Just able to block that one off. As Kratos coming through, Ren lurking on the other end. He puts it in, a second one for Ren.
Yeah, no, and Ren just decided to cut his rotation short whenever he saw the ball coming right across and was able to beat Leonid to the ball, doubling their lead. And I mean, sometimes the instincts of these Titan players just to cut the rotation short. Sometimes it looks a little bit like ball chasing, but it's purely just skill, and they've been there before, and they know what to look for when it comes to goal scoring opportunities.
Yeah, definitely. So these guys are the best of the best, and Ren is trying to put a hat trick in the net there, but instead it's going the other way. Is this one an opportunity for an open net, but they can't quite finish it off. As yeah, no, you're exactly right. These Titan players, they have played many hours, probably many more than most of us here, and they will not miss an opportunity. Just like this, Ren with a hat trick. 1 minute and 12 seconds in the game. He's got 3 goals.
Yeah, and no, I mean, that was just beautiful rotations by Venganza, one after another. And I mean, this pressure that Venganza is putting on Godfathers, it really looks like that first minute from the first game. And they were just able to capitalize a bit more in this one.
Yeah, and this is what we saw in that play-in matchup last Saturday, actually, where they were able to advance to the playoffs here to get that 8 seed. But they just have so much pressure. Okay, finds a touch, but just able to get it away. And yeah, this is Venganza squad. They can do that. Led by Ren, obviously. They can put some pressure on and leave you suffocated, which they have done right now. So they find themselves with a 3-0 lead, trying to tie the series back up at 1 apiece. This ball gonna be 50 to cross in the midfield. Opportunity gonna be sent down. Kratos gonna take it to the corner. Gonna find another one as well. Not much boost to work with though. Gonna still try to stay with it. Finding a 50. This one blocked up. LK Gonna find a touch. Send it hard off the backboard, looking for some sort of bump. The ball's just dropping down. No one from Godfather's there. Ren gonna take it low and slow to the back of the net.
Yeah, I mean, Rin didn't really need to put a lot of power there. He just perfectly placed it behind Chris. Chris expecting a much more powerful shot. And Rin just gonna take the finesse shot, putting his team up by 4.
That's 4 goals for Ren right there. And we're not even halfway in this game. So Ren really stepping up, trying to lead his team to a victory. This one blocked out in the midfield. Ren not going to get that one. Big bump comes through, but Kratos able to get back. This one's sent towards the net. Ren taking control. Blocked up in the midfield. That one towards the net, and it's going to be sent in. Living like Larry. Going to put it in the back of the net.
Yeah, and I mean, Kratos did well to stop the ball there. Just an awkward touch in front of the goal. Almost finds a way to get back to it. But Logan's going to put that one in the back of the net. And Austin, 2 minutes left. I know they're down 3 goals, but we've seen crazier comebacks before.
Yeah, we did. I mean, last night we saw a 5-1 comeback with about a minute 30 remaining. Might have been one of the craziest comebacks we've ever seen in Nemesis history. So these playoffs are already giving us something to behold. And we even saw Godfathers come back as that demo came through, but not quite going to put it on target. Yeah, the Godfathers did come back in that game number 1, looking to do it again here. They find themselves down by 3. Venganza with a triple commit. Godfathers could make them pay here, but Ren able to get back up just in time as Logan gonna send that one off to the side. Okay, now popping this one up high. Logan gonna find a touch off to the corner, but okay, on top of this one, popping it up. Ren gonna take that one. He's bumped off, but he's still sticking with it, trying to find the 50. It's dropping down here. Linehead though, able to reconnect to the backboard and take that one. Okay. Looking for a touch there, passing it out to Ren, looking for the shot, just gonna be saved away. Good backboard defense by the Godfathers there. He's able to take that one as again Ren on the attack, putting it off the backboard, finding the 50, dropping it down, but Logan gonna find a touch there. Able to keep it in. Okay, popping up line end, not a lot of boost. Kratos sending it towards the net, trying to find a double. They can't though, as this one just relenting pressure from Venganza. They keep going. Finally, a demo can open up a little bit of space, but again off the backboard, Kratos trying to slam it down, and he does. And Venganza, that pressure, Jaegers, my goodness.
No, yeah, this Venganza pressure is just ridiculous. They're not leaving any room for Godfathers to breathe. Like one mistake by the Godfathers and it goes in the back of the net. It's really hard to stop a Titan player, but it's extremely hard to stop a Titan player whenever they're peaking like that.
Yeah, definitely so. And Venganza seem to be playing to the peak of their ability here, at least in this game. They find themselves up 5-1. Looking to add more to the tally. Kratos gonna find a big demo. LK might have an opportunity, but Chris, a good return bump, able to save a goal there on this one as Kratos taking this one to the side, finding the 50, popping it up for Ren, who's gonna send another one in. That is 5 goals for Ren.
Yeah, and I mean, if Godfathers aren't careful, they're in striking range to get Brazil. Kratos with a nice pass off to the Ren, and Venganza's offense is just clicking on all cylinders right now.
Yeah, definitely. They are moving here, and yeah, we are on a little bit of Brazil watch here, and we might be on double hat trick watch for Ren as well, as he's got 5 goals. Looking for a 6th there. He's not quite, still 2 goals away from the Nemesis record, but you never know what can happen here. Is this one sent back in? Linead gonna bang this one down into the corner. Linead popping one up for Godfathers, but not quite able to find the touch as they're keeping this one in Venganza's corner. This ball gonna pop up in the final seconds here. Opportunity to push this one down, and Venganza gonna come through with a solid Game 2 performance.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically what you want to see in a playoff game. I mean, 6 goals, 5 of them by your star player, like that. They're just popping off when they need to, and it's really up to the Godfathers to figure out how to come up with a response.
Yeah, definitely so. And, you know, maybe the response is, how do we stop Ren? He got more score than our entire team combined there in that game. So, I mean, the man just really, really went off there. and led his team to a game 2 victory. But sometimes Jaegers, those blowout games do happen. The series is still tied. You just got to push on and try to go next year in game 3.
Yeah, no, the thing about playoff series with as long as they are, you kind of take each of them as a best of one. You don't think about like the whole series as a whole. You just have to have your eyes set on the next game. And I mean, Rin's just gonna start us back off where he left off.
I mean, how do you stop this man? He scores in 2 seconds of the last game. How about 3 seconds into this game? He puts another one in the net, and my goodness, this man is doing everything for his team.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, Godfathers really need to dot their I's and cross their T's. They cannot have any mistake on defense because Rin will punish them a nice bump out the way, and LK just there to collect.
Yeah, and 10 seconds in, it's a repeat performance from the last game as LK gonna put it around the last defender. And I mean, 2 goals up already in 10 seconds, Jaegers. These guys are just rolling from the last game.
No, they really are, and I mean, how do you even respond if you're Godfathers? Godfathers trying to get one back there, but they need to figure out some stuff on offense and defense right now. They need to figure out how to stop Rin, and they need to figure out how to put some goals in the back of the net if they want to defeat this Venganza roster.
Definitely so, and curious to see who's going to be the one to step up on this Godfather squad. As they seem like, to me at least on paper, as a much more rounded team than Venganza. No real super high MMR player like we see on a lot of other team constructions. So I'm very curious to see who's going to step up, and it's going to be Chris right here, put it in the top right.
Yeah, Chris just a little bit quicker there. Kratos takes an awkward 50, not quite able to get up to it. And okay, just not quite quick enough, and Chris is going to make him pay.
Yeah, definitely so. He bangs it in the top right there. A great answer from Chris. He's trying to be that one to step up Ren in the air, but good quick challenge by Logan. Gonna send it off. Kratos dropped it down. Chris trying to control. Able to get that one out. It's sent down Ren. Gonna find the read off the backboard, but Godfather's keeping this pressure on. This is popped in the midfield. Could be a dangerous ball. Logan gonna put it back in the corner. It's okay. Trying to find control. Chris out in the midfield. Kratos with an opportunity, looking for LK. LK gonna send it around, but only so far as Logan. Ren puts it out to the midfield. But Chris able to bang it out. Chris again looking for the shot, firing it just off the top there. Almost sent her home, but not quite meant to be, as Logan gonna try to control, but Kratos all over and waiting for that one. Chris again gonna find a touch, but only keeping this one in the corner here. Logan can't quite connect with that ball as Linead gonna be able to get a bang, looking for a redirect, can't find it. Kratos is up, got some boost to work with here. Gonna look for the flip reset, trying to go low. Selke tried to help him out there. Not quite gonna make it happen, as this one out of the midfield. Kratos with an opportunity off the corner, looking for the double tap, high off the backboard, follow-up shot. LK puts it in. What a play.
And yeah, no, I mean, Kratos just gonna have a nice touch off the corner, gonna follow it through, pop it up for LK. Went for the demo, but there's no one really there to be demoed. Instead, there's just a Godfather in the net doing his best to save it, and LK just gonna put it where he can't reach.
Definitely so, and Ren with another big kickoff win. I thought he was going to put it in, but instead, it's going to go the other way. Linead going to send it home on the counter.
Yeah, that's the second time Linead has responded extremely quick to a goal by Venganza, doing well to keep his team within one. Now that they're in striking distance, it's really up to them to see this one through, try and make the comeback. Because I mean, if they go down the series, it's going to be very hard for them to beat Venganza.
Yeah, definitely so. And Venganza definitely a little bit of the underdogs in this matchup here, being the 8 seed. In my opinion, I've got them in this matchup, but there's a reason why Godfathers were the 1 seed in the regular season. 12-6 record in such a competitive, tight league that there was 15 teams that were in contention at the end of the season. So this Titan League is very, very contended, and for them to be the number 1 seed, definitely got a lot of skill here. Definitely should be the favorites. But this one sent up high, trying to find this shot there, just a little bit wide. Gets sent off to the corner. Logan taking this one off the backboard, trying to find the 50. It's punched out of the midfield line ad off the corner. Opportunity for Chris here. Taking it up high, trying to take it around Kratos, but Kratos not to be faked out. This one off the backboard. But Ren gonna find a touch. Logan can't connect. The net is kind of open here as an opportunity for Ren, but not a lot of boost to work with as they're able to send that one away as we're down to about 1:30 remaining here, Jaegers. Godfather's still looking to try to tie things up here.
Yeah, no, I mean, and Godfathers are trying. They're putting up a little bit more pressure on Venganza than they have in the previous games. But at least so far, Venganza doing very well to clear the ball. And LK gonna try and get a dribble, but Logan's gonna hit it away.
We'll have to see if they can find one more. Just try to send it to OT. This one sent across, then cleared out. Back in the Godfather zone. That's Lydan. Find the touch. Opportunity here. Gonna get it over Kratos. Ren trying to take control in the corner. Kratos gonna get back to it. This one an opportunity. Chris popping this one up. Ren gonna punch it to the corner. LK trying to get it out. It's gonna get bumped a little bit, but I'm gonna stick with it just for a moment. This ball to Ren, who can't quite find that double tap. Kratos gonna be up for this one, trying to find the pinch over Lynad. Able to send it down with 30 seconds remaining. Godfathers gotta press the issue here just a little bit. This one sent across. Kratos to the other side. Ren trying to get up to it. Can't. LK is gonna be demoed. Pass down in the midfield.
What a
Kratos
pass.
gotta look out there, but that one just a little bit too high for Logan to put that one in. As now Venganza on the counter. Chris gotta try to read that one. He's able to. This one again off the corner. Here comes Ren putting it in. Bang in the top right.
And yeah, almost all of Venganza's, actually every single one of Venganza's goals have been assisted. And so, I mean, that's just 100% team chemistry by them, looking for passes, connecting, and shooting where the defense can't get it. Very beautiful offense by Venganza.
Yeah, definitely so. As it looks like they are going to be able to seal up this game number 3, taking themselves the 2-1 series lead. Try to find one more at the end. Not going to go, but yeah, Venganza with a solid performance here, Jaegers. Gonna take this 2-0 series lead.
Yeah, no, Venganza's, yeah, like I was saying earlier, Venganza's really popping off on all cylinders. And I know they're the 8th seed, Austin, but it's really looking like Godfathers are the challenger here. Like, they're the ones that are kind of looking like the underdog the way Venganza's playing. And I know it's been talked about before, like, do the playing matches help, like, keeping the team warm, but I don't know. It's hard to see an offense like this being an 8 seed, Austin.
Yeah, definitely so here is they're going to take this one. And something to note, Jaegers, is the fact that in the regular season, these two teams were only separated by two matches. Venganza 10-8 in the regular season, Godfathers 12-6. So, I mean, you see 1 versus 8, but, you know, at the end of the day, these teams so close together that, you know, you can see why it's anyone's game, really.
No, yeah, you really can. I mean, we were talking about it earlier. The Titan League's like the closest of league in all of Nemesis. The 15th seed even being in contention, able for a playoff spot the last day of the regular season. That's normally unheard of. That's never happened in Nemesis before. So it's really interesting to see how that translates to playoffs.
Yeah, definitely so. And it looks like we got everyone back in here, so we're gonna get moving. No timeout used here. Jaegers, looks like Godfather's gonna play on. That's the other thing to note, is that each team in the playoffs gets their tactical timeout. And it looks like Godfather's opting not to use it here. So Venganza up 2-1 in this series. And looking for another kickoff goal. No way.
What?
3 games in a row. All 3 goals under 3 seconds.
What's going on, Austin? I mean, no other team has as great starts as Venganza. You know, I know kickoff goals have a little bit of luck involved in them, but I mean, if you can consistently hit them, that's just ridiculous.
Yeah, maybe it's not luck. Is no way. They've done it again. 2-0 lead in 9 seconds.
these guys must be ones and means, Austin. I don't know what to tell you. They're popping off on kickoffs. Actually, a lot of Venganza's goals have come off of kickoffs. And if I'm the Godfathers, I'm looking at what's going on there, see if we can maybe do a little bit of shenanigans, Spanish kickoff, or just fakes to try and at least not start 1-0 down at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, you talk about it like kickoffs. They sometimes they can seem like luck, but when you score, what is that? 5 goals that quickly in the last couple games. Is
Oh,
Kratos
what a
gonna put another
shot.
one in? And my goodness, 3-0 already. I mean, when you're doing it this consistently, Jaegers, I mean, there is definitely some major skill involved.
Yeah, and what a nice no flip by Kratos to meet the pass by Rin. And, and like, just what do you do if you're the Godfathers? I'm trying to think of like something they can switch up, but right now Venganza is just popping off.
Yeah, they really are just looking like the team to beat here. And this one is, once again, they find themselves with a big lead early. And I mean, when you're down in the series like this, Jaegers, like the Godfathers are, you do not want to give up a big lead like this early. I mean, this just puts you in such the back foot.
Yeah, and I mean, someone would argue that was an interesting touch by Chris, but someone argue like maybe they should have taken a timeout in game two after losing that second one. But Titan players don't take timeouts, Austin. It's like no one told them about the timeout rules because I don't think anyone in Titan has ever really taken a timeout in playoffs.
Not many. I think we did actually see it in the Dragons versus Banana series. We did see a timeout, but yeah, it doesn't usually happen. As Kratos is looking for the bump, but that one can be denied away by Logan. And yeah, the timeout, it is such an important tactic, and it's just about when you want to use it. A lot of teams, most of the time, the Jaegers, it seems like it's always used when a team gets put on the match point.
Yeah, either match point or just down by 2, but Kratos just gonna have a shot at an open net, and I feel like we've been here before, Austin. I don't know.
Yeah, it seems very similar to the past games as it's a 4-0 lead for Venganza 2 minutes in. And I mean, this offense is just absolutely obliterating the Godfathers right now.
Yeah, like I was saying, I really don't know what they can do to stop it. I mean, maybe going for more demos, but even then they get caught out of position if they don't find it, and just Rin is just putting an absolute masterclass on net. Him and Kratos combining, and LK2. Honestly, I believe this is either the highest or second highest point total already LK has had in a game this series.
Yeah, definitely. And LK, the GM here, trying to step up big for his team, and being that third man here is definitely something that he's been working on this season, and so far it looks like it's working out well for his team as they find themselves with a big lead here in game number 4, trying to put themselves one win away from the semifinals and a major 8 seed upset here. Is this one off the backboard? Ren taking it down, finding a couple touches, but not quite on target that time, as this one blocked off. And because I don't want to make unfair comparisons, to some Nemesis greats here, but the way Ren plays, it just reminds me of
Mad Max.
Mad Max. That's exactly
I was
what
just thinking that.
It reminds me exactly of him.
No, it really does, and I think we had that moment of clarity at the same time because I kind of just realized that myself. Just the way Rin plays, it's like it's so similar to anyone who's ever popped off in Titan League before. Extremely mechanical players, and they just know how to put shots on net.
Yeah, definitely so. And I mean, Mad Max, this one fired in by Kratos, and there is Ren putting it in. Another one to the back of the net for Mr. Ren.
Yeah, no, I mean, what is that? 10 goals in 4 games? It's extremely good clip that Rin is scoring at, and yeah, no, I really don't if I'm Godfathers, they need to take a timeout here just to even like find a way just to reset. Uh, because right now whatever they're doing isn't working.
Yeah, definitely so. Gonna have to find a way. Is okay, gonna fake this one out. It's gonna drop down, but not gonna go. Ren is gonna find a bit of a demo there on this one. And yeah, Godfather's most definitely down 5-0 here in this game. Gonna have to use that timeout more than likely. Otherwise, if they don't, Jaegers, this series is gonna look very, very rough in my opinion for them as they're double committing there. This ball dropping down. Ren trying to get down the midfield to Kratos. Kratos gonna fake by one, gonna
Oh,
pop it up, sending it
that's
into the
such.
back of the net. A dirty play.
And yeah, that was a great cut by Kratos from Rin. Just gonna put Chris in awkward position. And I mean, backpedaling, no boost, there really isn't anything you can do there if you're Chris. And right now, Godfathers just need to get through this game and reset. And going forward, they're just gonna need to take it one game at a time.
Yeah, definitely so. And all Jaegers, maybe my comparisons were right, is we find ourselves in the exact same situation as that Novice League match. A very close game one. The next 3 games, kind of blowouts for the number 8 seed. But what happened in that Novice game, the Wisps took that timeout there after this game, and then they came back and won 3 straight. We've seen multiple 3-1 comebacks already in this playoffs. So, I mean, anything is possible here.
Yeah, but you know, Austin, those were close games. Like these are not close games. Godfathers need to figure out how to score on offense, and on the flip side, how to stop Venganza on defense.
Yeah, and that's gonna be the big question here as the timeout is gonna come into play. Jaegers, Godfathers are gonna throw it up on the board here, and definitely, in my opinion, a good call here. But we're gonna have to see if it's gonna pan out for them. As I mean, like you said, Jaegers, what are we even talking about here in this timeout? What do you have to do to stop these guys?
Yeah, no, because I don't. I mean, Godfathers could do a lot of demos, like find a way to mess up the rotations of Venganza because you just need to find something to do to disrupt their offense. And I really don't have any answers to that, Austin. As far as like a good start should not be getting scored on 3 seconds into the match. They need to figure out something there. Like maybe I know it's a little not normal to do, but maybe keep one back on the kickoff. You know, just so
Yeah.
that doesn't happen. Like or rotate to back to the goal as opposed to rotating up the goal on that third man. Just do whatever you can to not concede early on because that sets the tone for the entire match.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. So I mean that is the one thing I was thinking about too. Is like you can't give up 2 goals within 10 seconds. I mean back-to-back games they gave 2 goals within 10 seconds. They gave up a kickoff goal back in game 2 in 2 seconds. So I think you're exactly right. Godfathers need to come out with the first goal. They need to put the pressure on. Don't let Venganza stay comfortable because once you fall behind in these ones, Jaegers, it's a tough one to try to find your way back from.
Yeah, Rocket League, like much like any sport in the playoffs, it's more of a mental game than anything else. It's a longer series than what we're used to. The series isn't over yet. Isn't over till one team hits 4 games. So anything could happen. If I'm the Godfathers, I'm just telling my guys, look, we need to take it one game at a time. We can't look past this game. We need to get it done this one. And going forward, it's best of ones for the Godfathers.
Yeah, their season is on the line. Their number 1 seed is quivering here as they're heading into game number 5. And this one, not going to be a Venganza kickoff goal. So you know what, Jaegers? I already chalked this one up to a success right here.
Yeah, and Lena almost gonna get a very good 50, and right now, Godfathers have come out swinging, and they are coming out with a little bit more, I guess, moxie swagger than they had in the previous games. Logan gonna put one on, but Rin gonna do well to keep it away, and yeah, no, I mean Godfathers just looks a bit more pumped up than all the previous games. Dare I say combined?
Yeah, no, they definitely started out a lot better. And, for them, You're exactly right. They got to be pumped up. They got to be ready to go because, like we mentioned, this is their season here. If they lose one more game, they are done, and it is all over. So they got to battle back here and try to do like we've seen a couple times here. Do like the Wisps, do like Venom, come back from that 3-1 deficit and bring it back. But you got to start it out strong here in this game number 5. As Logan gonna try to take this one down. He's by 1, but Ren gonna send it off the backboard. Enad gonna pop that one. Let's send right back in Chris to the corner. Logan on the touch there, able to push it off to the side. Leonad gonna try to give chase. There's this one popped over the top of him. Chris sending it down. Logan can't quite find the touch. This one just gonna be shot at the net there. Kratos puts it in. A big mistake, and Venganza capitalizes.
Yeah, no, Venganza does well to sneak one past the defense. Just looks like a bit of a double commit on the Godfathers. I'm not really sure where the third man was at the time. Maybe it went up to be passed to, but regardless, Venganza gonna score first in this one.
Yeah, they are, and that's tough for the Godfathers here, who seemed like they needed to strike first, needed to put some pressure on Venganza, but instead, the pressure is right back in the Godfathers' end. So they find themselves down in this game, down in this series. Everything on the line. Is this one sent towards the net? Not a lot of boost to work with. It was Logan trying to fire it in, but not quite gonna go. Is this one bang down an open net? Ren gonna put it over the top of the defense.
And yeah, I mean, Godfathers looked so good in that first minute of the game, and they just got caught off rotating, and Ren just gonna have an open net to shoot at.
And you can't give Ren an open net like that. He will make you pay 100 out of 100 times, as he does right there. And once again, the Godfathers just find themselves in a bad position, but they're trying to make it a little bit better. Ren gonna find the touch off to the side as Leonad taking up to the skies here. A little bit of boost to work with, gonna find the flip reset, but okay, on top of that one, Logan thought about going, but instead, just gonna be patient there. It's a demo gonna come through. Ren gonna find the double tap, looking to take control, trying to fake it underneath there. Leonad gonna find that touch there. This one sent out. It's just Kratos back there. 2-on-1 opportunity, but Kratos gonna dive early as the ball was just given to him. And at this point, this one off the backboard. At this point, Jaegers, Godfathers cannot afford any more mistakes with 2:15 left.
You know, they can't afford any mistakes, but they kind of need to start selling out on offense. They need to find a way to get a goal. They've outshot Venganza, but it doesn't matter as LK is just going to put another one past the defense. You lose by 1, Austin, you lose by 5. It doesn't matter. A loss is a loss, and Godfathers need to start operating on the offensive end.
Yeah, they do, as they're down 3-0 here. 1:59 remaining. Venganza looking to pull this upset as the 8th seed. And they are looking very strong here to do so. Godfathers gonna need something in their arsenal to bring it back. But this one dropped down Linehead. Just able to get a touch. And just send it off to the side is Ren to the air. He's got a flip reset to work with, trying to stick with it, but not going to be able to. This one sent off to the side. And that's the one thing I noticed too, Jaegers, is we're kind of running down to the last minute. Is wait a minute, Logan gonna flick it high off the backboard. Could be a big opportunity, but a demo on the backside. LK found one. And wait a minute, on the other end, they're trying to counter. Not gonna go. And that's the tough thing about playing against a player like Ren, is they're so mechanical, but you gotta respect them on every single time they go up with the ball.
No, you really do. Every moment can be a threat. Logan gonna get one back here. Godfathers did kind of sell out the whole kitchen sink there, but it did work for him this time. And Godfathers still in striking distance.
Yeah, and you saw Chris was going for that bump, and then they're able to finish it off. So minute 14 now. We saw them come back in game 1. Can they come back here in this game number 5? They need 2 more goals here to at least force overtime. Linead gonna find a 50. This one sent towards the net. Chris barely able to get up to that with his boost. As Logan sends it down under a minute remaining. Godfather's got to get going here as the 50 comes through. This ball can be sent off the backboard. It could be dangerous. Can be pinched out. Linead gonna find a touch, just banging it towards the net, but LK all over that one. As Linead trying to take up, trying to bang it in the net, but oh my goodness, Ren on the goal line puts the save away. missed that one. I thought for sure Jaegers it had just gotten behind him, but he got up barely in time.
Oh yeah, Rin did extremely well to keep out the back of the net. I thought for sure that the Godfathers were going to get a goal there. Instead, Kratos on the flip side is gonna find a way to get towards the middle.
Yeah, and last chance here. Final 17 seconds. Godfathers have a 3-on-1. They got to make it work, though, but that one's just a little bit too far. Trying to find the passing play, and the time ticking away. Ren high off the backboard. Going to find another touch, and that is going to do it. Well, maybe not if they can find this one.
No,
It's over, as they're going to find
that's a goal.
one for the road, but with 1 second remaining, well, 0 seconds remaining now, down by 1. That is the ball game. Venganza pull off the 8-1 upset.
Yeah, no, and I heard that wasn't the whole roster for Venganza the whole season. So I mean, if this was the roster the whole season, they could have been placed a much higher seed. But regardless, good ups to Venganza to find a way to take down the Godfathers, and really like with the way they're playing, I could see them taking it all.
Yeah, definitely so. They might be this underdog seed that can run it all the way to the championship, as they just took down, what's supposed to be their toughest competition in the way, Jaegers, with the 1 seed. So, I mean, hey, if they can do that, I mean, who knows what else they can do.
Yeah, no, really. I mean, teams need to start looking at replays of this one just to figure out how to stop the Godfather Venganza on offense, excuse me. And really, I feel like a lot of it did boil down to going down early for the Godfathers and just not able to catch back up.
Yeah, definitely so. And Venganza, you got to give them props. They did what they had to do. 4-1 victory, the upset coming through. Don't want to say I called it, Jaegers, but I'll be getting some channel points back for that one, as Venganza going to take the victory. But yeah, we will have to see if Venganza can keep that one rolling, as they are going to find themselves in a matchup with Gravity in the second round, who got a forfeit win in round 1. So they might also be a little bit cooled off. So, I mean, maybe even more for the Venganza run to the finals. But Gravity was definitely a solid team in the regular season. So, like all these Titan teams. So, we're going to have to see how it shakes out. But, yeah, I think that's going to wrap it up for our first matchup here of the night. We're hoping to come back with some more Rocket League matches coming shortly here. Wyvern's Flurry scheduled up for about 10 minutes from now, and Viking Ninjas at 8. We may unfortunately have some forfeits on the way, so we're going to have to figure out what's going to happen with those ones. Unfortunately, happens sometimes, but we will figure it out. But regardless, we will have something for you guys in about 10 minutes here. But we'll have to figure out exactly what that's going to be. Hopefully Wyvern's Flurry. If not, we'll find something else for you guys. So make sure you guys stay tuned, and we'll see you guys in a bit.
See you on the flip.